Where last we left our heroes. We just finished a battle. Gorn, you had tried to subdue this guy in dark robes, basically crushed his skull. Perris it was a bracelet and this rod and some sort of raggedy ass black cloak and wrapped those items in it and was taking it into the Keep of Honor. She's detected magic on all three of those items. Searching the body of the whatever this guy was, perhaps a mage because he could use some sort of evil rod. There was scroll, battered and torn, a portion of it's missing, and there's also a potion in a small clay bottle, and on the clay bottle itself is a skull impressed, and it's sealed with a red wax seal, but it's a potion. You can liquid sloshing in it.
Okay, well,
all right.
Mages know mage stuff, so I guess that's Perris's territory.
Real quick, you want me to describe myself, Charlie?
Yeah, go ahead, since everybody just got into the battle, so.
Okay, what you guys see is a fairly tall guy, about 6'8". He looks stronger than a normal human. He's like huge, muscle-wise, muscles on top of muscles, like a football player / bodybuilder
/ juggernaut.
Yeah, pretty much. Sorry, black hair, my bad. And he's wearing like an old ratty cloak. He's got like pretty decent armor on, but he looks kind of antiquated. And he's got scars all over himself. You can tell that. But it looks like kind of like he's like sewed him up himself, maybe. That's about it.
You do know that everybody in the party, right, Dave? You've got there's another Knight of Honor. You've got a beautiful female, young, early 20s, long, dark, full, cascading hair. Another woman that's good looking as well, that seems to be got a badge sewn on her cloak, maybe some sort of law enforcement, but's carrying a crossbow. You've got a Kulu. You've got a guy that you've heard him speak. He seems to be, from what you've heard of, from Cold Iron probably. And then you've got a younger guy that's obviously a thief. Well, you don't know that, but he could be. Actually, you don't know anything. Oh, and then there's also a guy with kind of brownish hair carrying a longsword. Seems to be some sort of man-at-arms. He seems to be following the girl with the crossbow around a lot. Like he talks to her more than anyone else. In other words, that's Mike's character.
Gotcha.
When you cross where the gates used to stand, and like I said, there's a lot of
Actually, hold on a sec. Let's just play this out real quick.
Okay.
That's what I got to do. First thing I do is point my sword at John. Go, why are you wearing Knight of Honor armor?
Because I'm a Knight of Honor.
You tell the truth?
It's not lying.
How is that possible? Where are you from?
I'm just from a place much larger than this.
Okay, well, my brother just fucking died. So let's cut with the cryptic answers, and how about you just come out and say where you're from?
The real pretty girl wearing a long blue tunic that comes down to her knees, tight pants, and brown riding boots, gonna come up to you. Hey, I don't mean to get in your business or anything, but the other gentleman that got sucked into that vortex is your brother? I don't think he's dead.
It looked like he was folded in half. How could he not be dead?
Look, it has to do with, she's going to look around, it has to do with magic, okay? I think he's gone to a very bad place.
Well, then take me there. Let's go.
I have...
You have the rod. Let's go.
I don't know if I know how to use it, and it's very dangerous. Do you know how much evil's in that thing?
I think it might be worse than a world cursed with an apocalypse. That kind of place. Oh, wait. We're there already.
It
so
could
send
be.
me there. I'll go by myself. I don't need you.
Can you give me some time to study this rod, and then so that I can utilize it? I don't want to send... Look, no offense, you're Knight of Honor, and the world's been waiting for you guys to return, okay? I mean, you're giving people hope now. So before we send you to your death, at least let me study to find out exactly what I can do.
You have 2 days.
Now, go.
All right, she's going to go into the Honor Keep.
All right, I'm going to look around and make sure there's nobody else all of a sudden anywhere near us. I am from the Jupe.
The Keep and the Jupe?
That is where I am from.
That was just a rumor, I thought. Guess it's not just a rumor.
I took a twirling meteor Usin transport bus, if I could even say that correctly.
I'm gonna hold out my hand and say, "Welcome to the apocalypse."
I'm gonna hold up my hand, and then I'm gonna whip the saddle out
Where'd you get that?
from inside of this keep, and I'm gonna hand it to Caltignae.
I'm gonna look at it.
It is a very old Knight of Honor saddle. It's got gold and silver inlay. It's got a symbol of the line of Caltis on the back side of it. It's also got several other symbols. Amongst them are wings.
Do I know which line of Countess symbol it is?
It's just of the line of Caltis. You actually have that symbol. You hand drew it when you were like 5 years old and hung it on your wall.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look at the other Knight of Honor. Let's see if maybe it still works. I'm gonna say a quick prayer to honor. Throw the saddle out.
There's a ghostly outline of a horse. The saddle stands there in midair for a second. A beautiful dapple gray horse, huge war horse with long, dark gray mane. It's going to be there. It's going to turn and look at you and paw the ground and slowly fade out, and the saddle falls in the dirt.
Holy shit! What was that?
Looks like we need to gain some strength.
Yep. Or some faith. One or the other. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna walk this character. My name's Wuta, Priest of Bully. Nice to meet you, brother.
Nice to meet you, Priest of Bully.
And a bald-headed guy with a gray goatee, kind of skinny with a protruding Adam's apple. He's got on some well-made chainmail, like a short-sleeve chainmail, and a high collar buttoned up all the way, kind of dark gray robes. He's going to come walking up, and he's going to stick his hand out. And you notice he's got iron wide bracelets on both wrists. Hello, a Knight of Honor. There's something to see two in the same place. Almost 3. I'm sorry about your friend. My name is Malkovich. I am a priest of Trukovich from Cold Iron.
Oh, it's nice to meet you.
I have traveled very far to find such as you. If you will come with me, we can leave right away and head back to Cold Iron, where help is needed.
you just want us to pick up and head halfway across the world?
Da.
On your say-so.
It seems to me that Salem, she is hunting for the murderer of her father. Paul, the man-at-arms, is with her. I am not sure. Arcus, would you be willing to travel to Cold Iron? The reward will be great.
Well, unfortunately, I've been given a different task. I sort of walk over towards the new big guy, still scarfing on my pan of potatoes and onions I had to abandon for the fight. Reach out a hand. Arcus Diedrich, formerly in acquisitions. Now it seems like I've been conscripted into the revenge business.
Hold up my hand. Nice to meet you, thief.
Well, I don't think that's really my line of work anymore. If you ask this lady, I'd sort of gesture towards, the Salem, the one who freed me from prison and had me come out and do all this.
Thief, assassin, they're all the same.
Salem,
Yes.
I must ask you, if we were to get the revenge on the person that murdered your father, you would be willing to travel to Cold Iron, where help is needed. If Cold Iron falls, then...
Wait a sec. You haven't even told us what's going on in Cold Iron. You haven't told us if they're being attacked, or if they're sieged, or who's attacking, or what's going on.
It is the most insidious attack ever conceived in the ways of mankind. I will tell you. Are you familiar with the nation of Cathay
Yes.
and their theocratic ruler, Marcus? Behind his back, he is known as Marcus the Bastard.
Wait a sec. Cathay's ruled by a theocrat?
And not only a theocrat, we are talking about a theocrat who is trying to start a religious war with Cold Iron. He feels that the apocalypse happened because not enough people believed in the all-seeing, all-knowing God. Therefore, if it were up to him, all other gods would be destroyed, and there would only be one God.
Well,
And Marcus would be his prophet.
No offense, sir. I'm not getting involved in a war between Cold Iron and Cathay. I'm here to stop an apocalypse. I don't care about politics.
But let me explain. I agree with you 100%. But just as there is a need for honor, there is a need for the god of iron, Trukovich himself. Trukovich has been my people's god for multiple generations, going back thousands of years.
I'm gonna put my hand on the guy's chest. If you want people to believe in your God, then give them someone to believe in. And I'm just gonna tap his chest again with my hand.
All right, he's gonna. I mean, he doesn't have the strength. He's gonna take a step back.
It's not a painful thing.
But no, you are not understanding. I'm not asking you to worship Trukovich, but just as Wuta, Honor and Bully have a long relationship as friends working together, do they not? Knights
We have
of
a long relationship with ASOC too.
Yeah, but
so
it
we're
is
not picking.
It is not ASOC. It is Marcus. Marcus
It is a
the Bastard.
political war. I am not getting involved in a political war.
It is
I'm
a-
here to stop an apocalypse. Do you
It is-
understand that?
it is a-
Worldwide apocalypse. Cathayan, Cold Iron, small little war. World, Cathayan, Cold Iron.
Let
World,
me ask.
the whole
let me
time my hands are getting bigger and smaller.
Let me ask you something. This is what I'm trying to tell you, my friend. I am not disputing anything you say, but if Marcus has his way, it has been rumored that he himself has contacted the god hunter of he who will not be named to report lesser gods, because Marcus only wants one god, not all the other gods, and it will take all the gods combined to overthrow Skotos. He's gonna look around, realizing he just said the name.
I'm gonna back off away from him a bit.
Same.
Forgive me.
Forgive you for what?
He's going to pull a little iron rod around a chain around his neck and kiss it. Look, what I am saying is if we do not stop Marcus the Bastard, the theocrat from Cathay, he will undo everything and there will be no other gods to stand against he who will not be named and overturn this apocalypse. Brother Knight, I am with you 100%. 100%. But we must stop this war, because if Cold Iron falls, then let me ask you, Wuta, where is Bully's nation now? It is a swamp. No offense, my friend. But I have heard rumors that there are great leather-skinned creatures that roam through the waters of the once great city of Brennapurpur.
So then should we run up, should we pick up our stuff and go save Brennapurpur? No. We're saving the world. We're not saving one nation. We're saving the entire world.
And I
You
will
do
help.
what you need to do. I just got here.
I will help you save this world, but I need assurances that Trukovich will still be standing at the end next to Bully and next to Honor and Thief. Are you a follower of Fair? Hey, Justin, I forgot to tell you about that. Most thieves worship Fair. Fair was the greatest thief that ever lived. In fact, he made his locks. It's like if you have like a Fair lock, it cannot be unlocked without the key. They can't be picked generally.
All right.
But Fair was a thief, and when he died, what happened was people started, like, the thieves would swear, by Fair, I swear that that merchant has a fat purse and we can go in and get it. Well, people started basically praying to him, and he became a god in death. So it's Faer, and he's the greatest thief that ever lived, and people have been worshiping him for thousands of years, those that are thieves.
All right.
Okay? All right. But we will need all the gods that are in hiding, if they are still alive. Let me tell you something, my friend. If we will say Honor himself, if he were in jeopardy, I believe my god Trukovich would tell me to aid Honor and his followers as best that I am able.
Yes. And if your God was in direct jeopardy, we would go save him. If your city is in direct jeopardy, I say too bad.
But you do realize, maybe you do not understand, without Cold Iron standing and being able to even pray quietly to themselves to the great god of Iron Trukovich, when Cold Iron falls to Marcus the Bastard and his holy war, then the god will be in jeopardy, because without the strength of the prayers of the people, he cannot continue to stand. But that is fine. I will abide by you, because you will see what I am talking about given time. So, if you do not mind, seeing as Trukovich has stood beside Honor in wars of the gods before, I will stand beside you now.
What is one small party of people going to do in a war anyway? Absolutely nothing.
I do not know, but I do know that my God directed me into this direction, and here I am. I have not just found one Knight of Honor, but technically I have found 3, in a place where knights of honor have not been seen for almost a generation. So it tells me that my God has pointed me in the right direction.